Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how I achieved these mini twists. They took about 2 days in total to do and they're quite small but they look really nice on natural hair, and it makes your hair, it gives your hair a nice good break from, you know, all the stresses of combing and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess everything else I'll say in the video. So let's just get to the front into 3 big sections. So the right section, the middle section, which has my side parting, and then the left side. So I'm going to be working on this over a couple of days because I cannot sit down for a whole day and get all of this whole head done, because it's just going to take too long. So ignore the label. It is not actually this inside of here. It is a Shea Butter DIY mix that I've made, and it has lots of good essential oils in it, and it's really moisturizing. Obviously always need to have one of these. I'm using my spray bottle, it just has water in it. I know I shouldn't, but I felt like my hair is getting a bit thin, so I decided to use some castor oil as my sealant. Not sure if I like using it as a sealant actually, but let's see how it goes. I'm also using my Dax Pomade that I always mention that I always have to have, you know, gynae style. I was going to use flaxseed gel as a whole gel for it, but I felt like that was going to be kind of too runny, so I wanted something a bit more firm. So I decided to use this Shea Butter Miracle Moisture Intense Silky Edges Anti-Frizz Conditioning Gel, and it comes in a little container like that. But I notice whenever I do twists or braids or anything like that, like I tend to use it because I feel like it actually does give a good hold without it being like really watery or really greasy. As always, I use the LCO method to moisturize my hair. So for this section, I used to part, as I forgot to mention, I use my handy rat tail comb. I never use this part of this comb, don't worry. This comb is strictly just for parting. This comb, at the moment I'm using it to detangle. Not a good idea, to be honest, but I know how to be really gentle with it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it, because I was gonna use a bigger comb, my wide tooth comb, but can't find it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to detangle. So first things first, when I'm doing the bigger section, I moisturize the bigger section. Then if I'm doing row by row and I notice that that particular row is a bit dry, I moisturize that as well. So when I'm moisturizing the bigger section, I just spritz this onto the hair directly. But when I'm doing the smaller sections, I want it a bit more controlled, so I would spray it onto my hand and I rub it in, and then I detangle that row. And then I take my my Shea Butter mix, them out, and then I rub it into my hand. Like when you rub it into your hand, it becomes like a cream, smooth cream. So it's not like, you know, the original texture of Shea Butter where it's really hard and stuff. It's quite smooth and creamy. And then I smooth that into my hair. I take my castor oil, some of my castor oil, and I just run that through my hair as well, making sure that I include the ends, because you know the ends are like one of the most important parts of your hair in terms of retaining length. And then what I do, I start with the back of the row and I section off a small section, so about that size. So then I separate it into 2 equal sections. I mean, you can't always get it perfect, but I try my best. So yeah, those are my 2 sections. I'm not sure if you can see them. Yeah, and then I just begin twisting. But the key to this is making sure that your hands are as close to the root, close to where you're twisting. So I've started up there, so I'm going to keep my hands up there for as long as possible, and that makes sure that the twists are nice and tight. And then when I get to the end, I twist it around my finger coil it to make sure that it stays in place. And that's it. Let me show you the one I just did. That's what it looks like. And then eventually, because my hair is natural, it will kind of coil back up. And this is the end result. I'm really liking it. I'll show you a clip of how it looks when it's down, but I chose today to wear a very conservative looking hairstyle. They are so versatile. I absolutely love them. It's just like having Marley twists in your hair or having like crochet hair, except it's better because it's your hair. So you don't have to think about like blending your hair in with the extensions. You don't have to think about straightening your hair. And you don't even have to worry about moisturizing your hair because you don't have as much stress of getting the hair to penetrate through the hair shaft because all of it is yours. Yeah, I'll definitely be trying this style again, and hopefully it's not too much trouble to take out, but we will see about that when the time comes. I'm hoping to keep it in for about a month. Maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. The really good low manipulation style because you're not putting your hand in your hair and you're not combing through your hair a lot. However, I don't think it's a protective style because as you can see my end is still out unless I put it up in the bun and tuck my ends under. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you'd like to see more videos like these, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.